Yo, what's going on, guys? You know what freaking time it is? You know, like we gotta do the reviews again, bro. Like it's kind of gas. I'm not even lying, bro. It's kind of fire.
It's facts. It's factual.
This is our third review in the past month. We did Kodak. No, fourth. Well, fourth in the little bit because fifth. We did both Kodakos. We did one of your songs, this, and then Kodaka album. So it's been nice.
Yeah, we've been
Joseph.
It's really nice.
He in a little bit of a bad mood. I'm gonna be real. with you guys.
Nah.
You know, I'm not perfect either. I might be in a little bit of an annoying mood, or you know what I'm saying, a little bit of a rude mood. But he not in a great mood. But
why you calling me out like that, homie?
Cause we're real here. We keep it real at Focal Point. What's the Filter podcast? Yeah, I forgot what the podcast was called.
Yeah.
What did we used to say? Oh, what did we used to say? Oh, we used to say something. Homie, what did we used to say?
Catchphrase?
Yes. What's going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back. I don't know. Whatever.
I have no
idea. So yeah. So we got a Christmas album. Reviewed "O Come All Ye Faithful." And I haven't heard this, but I sort of just went through 2 seconds of each song just to hear the vibe, and I feel like I might like it actually a little better than I liked "O Come Ye Faithful." I didn't hate it, but I definitely didn't really love it. I give it a 6.8, I think. And so yeah, the song has its positives, has negatives, and that's what we're gonna review the album. We're gonna review it 100%, stone cold, and excuse me, but yeah, all right. Without further ado,
yeah, give me one second. I want to say something real quick. So this is kind of just a fun EP. This is something I kind of whipped up together in probably 3 months, if that, maybe 2 months. So yes, it's some of my best work, but it's not my most polished, I will say. I put my heart and soul into it in the last few months, of course, though. But I could have done probably a little bit better on preparing, but it's hard to be inspired with Christmas music when it's freaking August. So I will say that much. After listening to it a couple times last night, there are some stuff that I would change. So I might change some mixes on this. I might not, but yeah, okay. I'll just say take it with a little bit of a grain of salt.
All right, so don't go too hard on it. Don't go too hard.
Yeah, straight up.
So, but is there anything other than mixes where you're like, eh?
Oh no, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 features. All of them dummy.
All right, sick. Yeah, wouldn't let me get on this. So,
you weren't able to.
No, I'm playing. Yeah. He had me get on First Noel, but honestly, I wasn't vibing with it, and just I'm not really reliable with music right now because I'm not in music mode. So maybe it will be soon. Maybe we'll do a review for me soon. But right now we're doing a review of JDS, and yeah, let's hit it. We'll be
JDS season.
We'll be pausing it in between, and yeah, my family might be telling me so I'll just edit it out. But we're good so far. So let's go ahead and hit it. All right.
And make the full screen.
Sounds like somebody's peeing.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap? Is angels agree with them sweet while shepherds watch the King. This is Christ our King.
So right off the bat, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really liking Jeffrey's vocal.
Fair.
But when you came in, it sounded really gas. So let's get
is sleeping. Angels agree with them sweet while shepherds watch the King. This is Christ our King, whom shepherds watch and angels salvation brings, let loving hearts enthrone Him. This is Christ our King, all shepherds watch and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring Him love, the Son of Mary. This is Christ our King, whom shepherds watch and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring Him love, the Son of Mary.
Right there. Oh, you didn't even notice it? Yeah.
No, that was good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was What Child Is This? Featuring
Yeah.
my brother, Jeffrey Schultz.
Okay, one second. Yeah, I literally told my family, like, listen, I can help any other day with Christmas stuff. I'm just throwing it right now. I swear, bro. One second. Hold on. I'll be done in like 20 minutes. Say a little shorter than, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, okay, so thought it was crispy. I like all the sound effects. The transition was clean and all that. I don't really know exactly where you transitioned, so that's good. That's the goal. And so that's cool. I thought your part was really excellent, honestly. I thought, you know, normally I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, bro, like, mix it up. But nah, you sounded crispy as frick.
Yeah.
And I think it fit. Jeffrey's part, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair.
I don't think it was good.
Fair.
But I'll explain why. I think his part in Forget My Name was amazing. So it's not necessarily, you know, anything to do with him personally.
Yeah.
And I think his voice is pretty crispy. But I would say that. So, does he have autotune on his voice? Okay, so it sounds like he's in the wrong key.
Fine.
Especially on like higher notes, it definitely sounds like it's the wrong key. I don't know if it's not enough autotune, so it's trying to pull him into there, but it's not fully pulling, or if I don't know exactly. As well, it just sounds off. Your part sounds totally fine. But I would say the atmosphere and the beat is really nice. I don't know how you found that beat. But yeah, and then I also would say that mix was pretty good too. I felt a couple times I couldn't hear you, but it's kind of like a reverby ascending thing, so that's kind of like acceptable.
I will say this: Jeffrey did a lot of takes for those verses. Gonna be honest, it was hard for him to hit. I think it was in like C minor, and it wasn't really his. I would probably say range. So I could definitely see that, and I can even hear that too. So yeah, that's why I say kind of take a little grain of salt.
But yeah, let's hit a whole night.
It's Silent Night actually.
Sorry, Silent Night.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm. Jesus the Savior is here. Jesus the Savior is
Some laughs, some kidding and some joking, but there seems to be a new tenseness this year. There seems to be almost a shadow across everyone's face. Fear and bewilderment and uncertainty and an instability in society. Everyone is seeming to say to themselves, I wonder if this is the last Christmas. I wonder if we'll ever have another Christmas just like this. I wonder where we'll be next Christmas. Well, I'm glad to be home this Christmas. I'm glad to have the privilege of sitting in my study and thinking about the real meaning of Christmas. I hope you're home this year. I hope you're going to be able to be with your family and sit down and have a little time to meditate and stop out of all the noise and business of the world and find out exactly the real meaning of Christmas.
holy night, peaceful light, child of heaven, oh, how bright thou didst shine when thou wast born. Blessed was that happy dawn, full of heavenly
A whole night.
Okay, interesting, bro. So how do you get that beat? How do you get that beat, bro?
So that was shout out Epidemic, who actually made all of these beats.
Really?
Yeah, every single one of the. Okay, so I did a lot of tweaking though. Like the what child is this beat? I put a million layers together, but all the like original samples, all the original instruments are all from Epidemic. Shout out.
Epidemic too.
Exactly. So shout out Epidemic, who, you know, you can use anything you want and it's, you know, royalty free and you can make it as your own. So this song, Silent Night, was on there with the stems and everything, but it was a lot drier. It was a lot quieter. It was a lot more compressed, shorter mix. I took it and I just completely just split it up, spliced it up, just made it this beautiful rendition. So I'm not like technically on it, but like how the beats are arranged, how it sounds, the atmosphere behind it, the vocal mix, the presets, all of that is me. And
did you put like those sound effects in the beginning that sound like Kodeka, or is that the beat?
Yep.
I like it. Yeah, it was definitely never heard a sound
And-
like that before.
Right. And even the middle part, that's actually, you know who Billy Graham is?
Mhm.
That's him talking about Christmas, and I kind of just threw that in the middle as a.
Yes, I
little
like that. I mean,
fun piece.
that's one thing you do with your music that like I would probably not do, but you do, and I think it works really well most of the time. Is like those like little talking thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It opened up really nicely. The beat was really good. Really cool. Like I said, I haven't really heard something like that. I like putting Homie in. I could actually hear what he's saying, you know, unlike some people with, you know,
Straight up.
mixes and talking stuff like Kodeka. But
Oh,
yeah,
well.
that's cool. Now I'm playing. We're kidding, bro. We do not. I do not want any more hate.
No more Quedeca backlash.
Yeah. I felt. So I don't know if this is how her voice is, or how close she was to the mic, or how you mix it, but it did sound a little like how do I explain it? Like tinny, little high endy, little breathy almost.
Straight up.
I can go either way on that though. Like you need that kind of vocal, but I feel like it could have used a little more mid, a little more punch, I guess. But that's just me. It wasn't bad or anything. I thought the reverb out was good. The only other criticism I would have is I would have had some lower harmonies behind her, or at least more prominent if there was.
Yeah.
Specifically on the back half, because when she came in on the back half, sounded good, but I didn't feel there was a necessary reason for her to come back in. Now, the necessary reason for her to come back in would just be like to finish the song and to have a little more singing after the talking. Cool, 100%. But I feel like there should have been more of a dynamic change to where when she came in at that point, it's like, oh, shoot, like we're getting more of what we were hearing, but different. But I didn't hear any new layers or vocal layers on that part. I did hear harmonies at some points, and they actually sounded really good. I would have just brought in some different, so like maybe cut all of her reverb for the first like 5 seconds and then bring it in, or
Gotcha.
or a little less reverb on the choruses before and then more reverb on there. Some really low harmonies of yours. Pitch down her vocal and put it behind her vocal. Just something kind of like with our Silent Night, where for a while it's like, okay, I need something different. And then once the beat gets taken out, you're like, oh, okay, there's something different. Whereas if we did that in different ways throughout the whole song, it'd be a W song 100%. So I would just say that. But it's not really, it doesn't keep me away from enjoying the song. It just keeps me away from enjoying the song even more. But overall, I would say that one is very solid. Her voice is good. I would just say, I think it, with how high it is and with how high it was mixed, I would have liked some more mid-low kind of like to fill in, if that makes sense.
I wanted to start off the EP with like two really big cinematic things, but as I was making it, I was like, I do not want this to be just like a whole cinematic project the entire time. Unlike Tommy Prophets, like A King Is Born, like that's an amazing. I drew so much inspiration from that project. I had that like on repeat at one point. But I would say that from here on out, except for "Oh Come All You Faithful," like it's very simple, just like piano.
Okay. Yeah, I like the
simple
cinematic
type stuff.
I would say the vibe so far is really good. Like the vibe in the soundscape and sort of like how things are sounding is really good. So
But actually, my favorite song is probably this next one. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, that's it.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Truly, He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace.
like no. But I'm not gonna lie, like I'm kind of vibing with that. Like it's one of those days where it's like, okay, like like okay, like yeah. What do you think I thought of it?
I love that song. Personally, like I've told you this when we did the other review. Like I can tell what a person's dynamic and range from any singer is how well they hit a Holy Night. And when I had Anna in the studio sesh, at first, her sister was here, and she was a little shy. First she's just warming up her vocals and stuff. We got some really good takes at the beginning. We did halfway through the song, and then we did another day with more takes and the other half of the song, and she was way more confident, and she was way more like, and she just sounded amazing. And I was just like, oh, dude, what the frick? I wish I could sing, man. Like it was just, she hit that so well. And every time I would send her a version, a mix of the song, she would always come back with me like, oh, this could be different. Oh, this could be different. I like the high end here, but I don't like this part right here. Like she was so nitpicky and so perfect about the song, which I need and what I love. So I think this is probably the most collaborative song probably on the project, just because how much she was involved, how much we put our minds together to mix it and to get it done. So this is probably the most polished and the most probably well executed collab I've probably ever done.
Okay. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, I feel I so far I'm actually wishing I was getting more of you.
Really? Wow.
Be faithful is all you, but not less of other people, but just more of you. I also would say, yeah, I'm not a fan of this song if I'm being real.
Really?
Yeah, I would say, I think the beat is too fast for the vocals. Because I think it's very much like I mean I don't know, I forgot how it goes, but it's kind of like, and then the vocals are more like, so I feel like that's a little, but I don't know, that's personal,
Interesting.
Mix wise, you did some cool stuff like at the end, but I think it suffers from the same thing that the other song did. It sounds too like, to me it sounds too breathy and too much high end. Not necessarily that I want more low end, but at least more mid, at least more punch. Reverb is good. Oh, he's pressed. You can tell he's pressed.
I'm not pressed.
Song.
You're good.
No, but like Silent Night Gas, and that's not even your favorite. I just like it. But yeah, I think so. Her voice tone I like, but it sounded like she was off a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Dang.
And I don't know. I could be 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no vocal coach, so who knows? But just from what I heard, it sounds like she was off a couple times. Sound like she was on a couple times too, but this sounds like she was off. When you came in, it was interesting. I liked it because I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's back and forth. I liked it when she was like doing like da 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 da. I'm not gonna da 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 da. Like that was really cool when you guys were kind of going back and forth. Like that part was fire. But I also felt when you first came in, it was a little. It felt a little weird because you came in with this auto-tuned vocal and hers was completely un-auto-tuned. So
yeah,
the both clashing.
That was. Yeah, that's actually one of the biggest. I wanted this just to be her, but she like literally was like, "No, you need to be on this song too. Like you and I should do like a duet towards the end." Like she wanted me heavily to be on this song, like throughout the entire end. And I was like, "No, I want you just to kind of like just take the whole song and do it." But no, she really insisted on like that like interlude part to be really good. She really wanted like me heavily involved kind of towards the end. So I kind of did more of a duet. It was supposed to be mostly her, but I wanted to do it too. But that was one thing. Yeah, I was worried about. It's like you have my auto-tuned heavy voice, and then you have her pretty elegant voice. So yeah, I can see that. That's the end.
Hold on. Quiet. like you're running with non-auto tune. I'm like, oh come on, you faithful. So I would have just ran with non-auto tune, or if you ran with auto tune, had her voice auto tune. The clash of both, I wasn't a big fan of. So yeah, the song overall, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, there definitely was positive.
Dang, wow.
What?
No, I didn't think you were gonna not like the song that much. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I would say Silent Night's definitely the best so far.
Dang.
Yeah. There definitely was positives, like when she did that, like that's totally her vocal, totally on. You know what I'm saying? That's totally a skilled thing to do. And some notes here and there, and then there are also some notes here and there where I felt like she was a little off. The mix, you coming in was like again like half fire, like part of me is like, oh, this is fire. Part of me is like, okay, this was a little weird at first, but once I got used to it, it was sick. And then the beat's cool, but I felt like it didn't match super well with the vocal versus like the beat with Silent Night was so different, but it actually did fit really well.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, what's the next one?
It's "Oh Come All You Faithful," but you can skip that if you want.
I'll go to the end of it.
But homie, you gotta admit, it's a vibe. Like just straight up, it's a vibe.
Like I got my issues with it, but it's a vibe at the same time.
It's a vibe. Thank you.
So
yeah.
It kind of overlooks it.
You gotta move with it, you know.
Born the king of angels, come let us adore. In the desert, what I one day, what I chose, a stranger. Come let us adore.
First Noel, Austin Seas.
And then the way in the major.
No anime.
There's no way the angels did say was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay. The first Noel, the angels did say was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
In fields as they lay, they keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night.
Shepherds in fields as they lay.
In fields as they lay, they keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night. There was so deep, nowhere, nowhere. Born is the King of Israel.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay. The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay. And to the earth it gave a great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. they lay the first Noel. The angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
Alright, so that was first Noel. What do you think I think of it?
I don't know, homie. At this point, I think you're hating on the whole EP. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, definitely not.
I don't know. What do you think?
I would say
This one's a lot more chill, collective, more.
yeah. This one's a mix. This one's a mix. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot more raw, I'll say.
Yeah. This one a mix. I definitely would say, so I played it back because I was like, do I like how Joseph slides on that, or do I not like how he slides on it? And I think I do like how you slide on it. It's interesting. It's different.
Okay.
You know, it's tough. I remember when I was trying to flow in this, I could not figure out a flow. You know.
Yeah.
And so it's covering my face. And so yeah, I don't know. It was interesting how you slid on that. I think I would have maybe muffled the beat a little more when you slid on that. Excuse me. That sort of created more contrast towards the end when the beat comes in with Austin singing it normally. But
And
as they lay, as they lay, they keeping their sheep.
yeah, like at first I was like, bro, like what's without space? But no, I don't know. Yeah, I did vibe with it. I don't really know how to explain why, but yeah, I did vibe with it. I also kind of vibe with how like quiet you were and all that. Like that was kind of nice. I haven't really heard that from you before, so that was nice. Beat pretty crispy. I like the sample stuff. I don't know how much you did with that, but I like that. Also at the end, I like that as well. I don't know how much you did with that, but that was good.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like you should have kept it with that interesting way you were doing the chorus, because when Austin comes in, it's just the normal first Noel. I would have liked that. So I felt he sounded good on the chorus, but I'm gonna be honest, the verse, yeah, that was not it. I'm gonna be real.
Alright.
I'll play it back.
angels did say,
It's like you're pretty good.
was to certain poor shepherds in fields.
Yeah.
Was to and to the earth it gave.
Like it's a little offbeat. Like I don't even really know what he's saying. Like I'm gonna be real Austin. Like I'm not gonna hate on you because you sound good on the chorus, but like, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'll be real. Simply because, like I said, it sounds a little offbeat. I can't really tell what he's saying, and it's kind of
The great
also it's so dry, which is fine because obviously that creates but it's like
did say was to certain
song that makes sense.
and to the earth it gave a great light,
Gave the great life.
and so it continued both day and night.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because it's the same vocal chain that's on my voice at the beginning is the same one on Austin's.
Well, you have more reverb on yours.
No, that's just the background ad-libs. Mine are lower on his.
Noel, Noel, Noel,
So that that was nice what you did back.
Noel, Noel.
That was nice too. So, but it works for yours a little more because you're going quieter. And so because you're going quieter, you almost, if you had a bunch of reverb, it would wash it out anyways. So
Yeah.
the fact that it's quieter, the fact that it's dry actually sounds nice. Because if it wasn't, it would just be like, oh, wow. Like I wouldn't be able to tell the tone in your voice, the grit in your voice. So I like that you have yours dry. With his, yeah, not a huge fan. And I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, so it's a mixed bag as well. I do feel like there could have. I honestly, I feel like you should just listen to the song by yourself. That's not even dissing Austin. Even if he did crazy, I still, yeah, I don't know. Is so far I've had more features than you so far.
Fair.
Which is a Christmas with JDS and Friends. It's not a JDS album. It's a JDS Friends album.
Yep.
So I get that 100%. I get that 100%. But other than "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," and we skipped it, so it might, you know what I'm saying, that's obviously lacking me hearing you. Like if I had never heard it before, I would have been like, okay, there's a solo Joseph song. I also know you're very lit on "Away in the Manger" too, because I heard part of that. So I don't know. I would have. I really don't got too much negative to say with you, actually.
Yeah.
Here and there, but like, what child it is, chorus you killed. "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," issues here and there, but overall fire. You Weren't on Silent Night, "Oh Holy Night," half and half. But
homie.
What?
I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be back.
You just have, you gotta cut this out. But holy feck.
What do you gotta go? Which one? But yeah, so I feel like so far, like, yeah, all the parts with you, I can't say nothing, you know what I'm saying, crazy about. Obviously here and there criticism, but like, so I don't know. I mean, I think First Noel you could have hit. I think you could have gotten Austin on the next album. Again, even if he did Sick, I still would have said, you know, maybe another solo JDS song would have been nice. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm feeling so far. With the female vocalist, what mix are you doing? Are you using your mix? Your vocal?
Yes,
thing?
but heavily tweaked.
Okay. How are you tweaking it?
So for Anna's, she's a lot more high end. So it's kind of boosting those a little bit. That's where I feel like she was like the most crispy, where it sounded the best. The mids not so much, and then the lows not so much. I also put a different compressor on instead of mine. I also brought up there's one preset that's like low tone, high tone, mid that high tone. Yeah.
Okay.
A couple other things I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's hit the last song, and I'll get my overall thoughts, which I've kind of already heard, but like I've never heard it before.
No.
Show me
Nowhere.
Like the
What?
never mind. Yeah, skip it.
Is the first Noel. The angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
Sky, look down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus, asleep on the hay. Hear me, Lord Jesus, I ask you to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray.
you gonna get a sip it? Dang, no.
What am I, Kodeka?
I wish.
Oh, shot.
Yeah. All right. So here we go, boys. Back to full screen. You know how it is. You know how we get down.
Yeah.
Bro, but see, I can cough now. The mic's all the way over there. You can barely hear it, so it's kind of gas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So that last song, I like that one. I thought their voices sound very nice. Very
Oh, thank God.
What do you mean?
If you like a song, let's go.
Do you want me to just like be here and like lie to you?
No, absolutely not. No.
So to the freak out then.
Hey, yo.
No, I wasn't complaining when you had issues with the our Christmas album.
True.
Yeah, so sit the freak down right now. Of course, that was my own music, so you know that. But
yeah, exactly. It's different.
Yeah. Oh, don't think I don't have issues with it. So yeah, I would say yeah, I think the voices sound nice. There's like a innocence to the song almost. It's very I don't know how to explain it, but it's very what I said, innocent. It just sounds very just very sweet, very nice.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you could have made it a little longer.
That's facts. That's fact. Yeah, it's very short.
I think it's a good ending song though. Both their voices sounded pretty similar. They sounded both good though. Again, more you, but you did that nice high note at the beginning, and I think the atmosphere in this song is what I was looking for on I forget which one. Oh Holy Night. Silent Night and this song have really good atmosphere behind the vocal, so it makes it feel full and it makes it feel, just like good. But I think that's a little bit what I was missing. And yes, you want to do more of a little chill lo-fi, so you don't want to overload it. Versus this, Silent Night's like Quedeca a little bit, and this is a little more I don't know what, but anyways, so yeah, I like that. I like the vocal effect at the end. Yeah, not really complaints about this one. Well, yeah, vocal mix again, but I didn't notice it as much, and I also I was like that at the beginning with the whole lo-fi thingy. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of, especially when they're doing like da 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 da. It wasn't even a way major though, was it? A way major is like way in a major. So what even is it?
It is a way in a major. I mean, granted, Molly did a different verse than the traditional second verse, but
yeah,
I think it was way better.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Yeah, I felt good about it. I mean, maybe some more harmonies. But it's kind of one of those songs where it's kind of chill without it. I like how you ended it. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. All right, album overall.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
What yeah, I'll let me say a couple things real quick. Yeah, like I said, this is just a fun project. I think for a way to major, I think that's single-handedly the best ad-lib I've ever hit in my entire life.
Which one?
Like straight up.
The ooh.
Yeah, like the way that just makes it how full it is, and the way Joy like talks, and it's my favorite. There's always there's moments on every single one of these songs. I think that makes the song. I think for What Child Is This, the chorus, Silent Night, the kind of the break in between, Oh Holy Night, definitely the ending or the interlude, Become Be Faithful. I think it's just a vibe. Oh Holy Night, the ending, and Away in a Manger, kind of like the atmosphere. So there's little things of it, but I can't see from a critical perspective. Like I said, this is not very polished. There's definitely some things I could have fixed. I think part due to that is just maybe rush and me just not throwing this out there, but just kind of getting this out there. I could have done some more research with their vocal mixes, but I think overall this is I'm gonna guess what you
should have given your review after mine. You're trying to skew me, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to skew me.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, it's a music opinion.
Don't guess what I'm gonna give. I don't even know what I'm gonna give yet. I gotta talk. Guess in your mind.
Okay,
guess in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Put it down on your phone. So You know what I'm saying? So it's like you didn't just say it because you know what I mean. Yeah. I think definitely. But I think it could have been a little more polished. I'm gonna be real, a little more polished.
Yeah.
And I think a lot more attention to detail. The songs where you have attention to detail is the songs that are the best. I think it should have had more of you. I think you were probably one of the stronger sides of it. I think. I also just think when you're collabing with 6 people, you're gonna and I get it's like they're your homies, you want to have them on, but it's like for the most part, me personally, when I'm making music, I'm not I ain't gonna let Bananas hop on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna let Brittany hop on. I'm gonna let you and Soren. That's about it. And maybe Des. Other than that, that's me. Now that's me personally. And so I used to collab with a lot more people, but my standard is super high. So basically what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying I'm right in saying that because that's my personal opinion, not a fact. But I will say there are certain people's features who shine a lot more and certain people who don't. I think if you had 3 features or 4 features, that would have been good. I don't even know who I wouldn't have on because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember. And plus, I'm not even going to say that, because it's a little rude. But I would have had a little less and a little more of you. If what you're going for is more of a quality based. If what you're going for is just a fun project where homies don't really care how good it sounds, okay, cool, go for that. If you're going for a mix, okay, well, that's hard. Where do you draw the line? And so, like, for instance, if you would have, Dom on What I Miss, nah. Because that and and he probably would agree at this point. And you would agree probably. But, that was an album not really for, friends and homies. That was a quality JDS, masterpiece at its time as much as it could be. You're trying to make it a masterpiece is what I'm saying. So having him up, no. And so it depends what you're going for. But there's some certain features who I would not have had and certain features who I would have had. I would have had a little more of you. Not necessarily more songs, but a little more of you because I think I can't really think of much negatives when you came on. The production was good. And again, in certain aspects it was great. Certain aspects it was good. And I think that reflects on which songs you spent probably the most time on and put the most effort into, from what I can tell. And so, yeah, I would say certain songs would probably grow on me. Stuff like the vocal mixes usually aren't make or breaks. They're just, if you're doing a critical review, you're going to say it. Like on Silent Night, that song probably the best one. Well, I don't know. I can't tell right now, but it's one of the stronger ones. And mix on that needs work, but it's not to the point where I'm like, I just can't listen to it. It's like, I'm going to say it because I'm reviewing, but I'm not going to probably be thinking to myself all the time when I'm listening, oh my gosh, So yeah, I would just say more attention to detail, more time, and I think this is overarching. I think you're getting, actually, I don't know if you're getting better or worse or the same. I don't know. No, I'm not saying in general. I'm not saying in general.
Alright.
In general. No, I'm not saying in general. At perfectionism, because I think there's been certain stuff where it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? What the frick? Burn the Box, for instance. Okay, that was clean. Okay, there's no part where you're like, all right, bro, yeah, that definitely nah. Not a perfect album.
Every song is.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, not a perfect album, but every song is well thought out. There's only 5 or 6 of them. But you worked on it for a bit, and every song is different. And yeah, and so but there's a song Things I Do, good, but I feel like Called Home is much more special, and you worked on harder than that. At least it sounds like that.
Yeah.
And so I think a song like Silent Night or Away in the Manger, I feel like you probably worked harder on than First Noel and Oh Holy Night. I could be wrong, 100%. I don't know, but that's what it sounds like. And so I would just say in the future, when you 100%, when you freaking, I'm talking, you put, you always work very hard. But when you put like time after time after time. I get it's Rush, I get it's Christmas, 100%. I get that. But regardless, when you put that, like, your next album probably will not suffer from this as much. But when you put that time in and you boom, 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 you get songs like Innocence, you get songs like Called Home, you get songs like Hey You, Slice and Dice, Happiness, Filter, especially Filter. Not playing.
Filter, yeah.
But yeah, that's when it shines through. And so I would just say, in the future, my advice would be, like, over perfectionism. Like, dude, like 100%. Like, even if it's a homie, even if you collab with me, like, I don't know how you're talking to homies, but like, if it's not sounding like gas for me personally, I'm not letting it through. Even if it's a homie,
yeah.
Even if it's a homie, and there's certain features that do sound gas, certain that don't. I mean, that's just kind of how it's gonna be. So I don't know. Not saying I necessarily be more cutthroat, but like I don't know. And then also production wise, as far as like atmosphere and that kind of stuff, you've grown a lot in that way. You know, that used to be a thing. And so you've grown a lot in that. And so there's really not much to say about that. And like your beat picking is really good. So like in those parts of production, 100%. Vocal mixing part of production, I think needs growth. But it's not like, bro, like, it's horrible. It's not like that. And also you gotta like, vocal mixing is what I do. So it's like I'm you know, automatically notice if it's not like, you know what I'm saying, up to par. Or like, you know, so, you know, there's that. And so I would work on that. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, just more attention to detail, more, you know, more, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, overall, I would say though, it's definitely a net positive album. There's songs here and there, but I would just say I like what child of this. I mean, it's tough because I was, you know, an hour ago at this point, but that song I would say is pretty good. You have the strengths on it. I would say, bro, why are you on your phone, bro?
Quadeca merch drops right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Speaking of Quadeca, we're gonna do a review for Quadeca again soon.
Yes.
But and then you have Silent Night. That's on Gas. Holy Night. In Between. What was after that? First Noel? No. Oh Come All You Faithful. That's on Gas at this point. First Noel. Not a fan of. And then Away in the Manger. It skews toward positive. So overall, it's definitely positive. I'm giving a number.
I've got a number right here.
Yeah, but see, the number will change obviously because with Fantano,
of course.
For me to you, or I didn't mean to hunt you as lower, but let me be 100. Let me not look at you so I can be 100. Let's see. I can see on this screen too, Frank. Yeah. I would go with 3. No, I'm playing.
Oh God.
No, I'm playing. Let me think realistically. Numbers are so hard to do, but I guess they're fun to do. Well, okay. So what did I give Burn a Box? I think I gave it 8.5.
I have no idea. Yeah, you gave
Okay, Burn a Box is an 8.5/9. All right, I got a rough number. I don't know if 100% like, you know what I'm saying, like agree with this, but I'll just throw it out. You know what I'm saying? 6.5. Okay,
6.
not bad. Not bad.
Hey,
No, let me go 6.3. But
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would go strong 6. Light 6.7, strong 1.
Yeah.
I'm playing. Be honest. We got that. But what would you rate it? Be honest. Objectively, what would you rate it? Be real. Don't.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with every single thing that you said about this
Really?
EP. And because I noticed it too. I mean, like, yeah, I could have done this, but like I said at the beginning, like I could have done this better.
Yeah.
It's not fully polished, but it's a fun EP. It's not supposed to, It's not supposed to be like, oh, this grand cinematic,
True.
fully mastered, fully produced, Tommy fucking Profit type album. It's got a bunch of homies, a bunch of my favorite people on it. So like, it's kind of whatever. So, but just throwing that all the way to the side, and my personal preference.
Because
just
album
looking at
review,
this
I'm not gonna
objectively,
keep that in count. I'm just gonna review how it is, not if it's a
Right.
fun or Yeah.
If Fantano was gonna look, he'd give this like a 2 or a 1, maybe it's not good.
Well, yeah,
but like,
that's Fantano.
yeah, but that's Fantano. But for me, I would give it like a 6.5, honestly,
Yeah, I would agree.
because it's pretty good. I'd give it probably a 6.
But
Which is still good. It's still in the realm of positive, but it's not like it's nowhere close hitting to anything else.
yeah, I would say this is so. If we're going within your discography, 6, then I would go. Well, 6.5. So we could go 6.3.5, and then I would go Unforeseen Future 7.3, and then I would go Burn a Box 8.3 slash 8.
I will say this though. The future project of said future project, it will be the crispiest, the cleanest, most probably near perfect thing you will ever listen to of mine. It will. Personal preference, it's already blowing out Burn the Box.
I think you just
One
need to
thing
double
I
down on all
will
the
say-
stuff I said. 100%.
No, 100%, 100%. Trust, and it's all there. The one thing though with this project that I don't think I'm gonna really captivate, which I'm okay about, is rapping. Like really, like
But
there's like maybe two songs where I'm like legit rapping, but as like creative like flows and stuff, it's definitely there. But I feel like just the overall realm of me like making just like a rap album like Unforeseen Futures, it's not that.
That's fine. Now let me ask you this. I got that, but let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah, me too.
What would you say is your biggest weakness and your biggest strength? 100%. 100%.
My biggest strength is to captivate and find the sound that I want to create and making it.
What do you mean though? What do you mean?
Weakness
I'm confused
is
about what do you mean.
like let's say I find a beat. I'm like, okay, I want this specific thing on it. How do I get to it? I know how to get to it. I know how to do the right mix. I know how to get to the right preset. I know how to make this sound better. How small, big, that type of thing.
Okay.
But my biggest weakness is doing a take that's good and running with it and not perfecting it, not adding to it. And when I get something and it's good,
I would agree.
it's good, but it's not perfect. That is what I know I need to work on. So this next album is literally, in my opinion, going to be near to perfect.
All right, boys. We're wrapping this doo-doo up. What do you guys think? We'll see you later. Peace the frick out.